All I've done is jack the car up to put this new jack stand in because I wasn't using my own, and bruh, I'm sweating already. It is so fucking hot here. So now that we got this side on, we now got to put the other side on, so the whole front is actually lifting, because I need to take the front wheel off like this one is, so I can start disassembling all the front. So this is going to be interesting. So welcome to episode 1 of stripping the R31. Now, if you guys have not seen Dodgy, you guys are in for a treat, because that's dodgy, and also the one on the other side's dodgy. So, as you can probably tell, I'm out of breath. But I found another rust hole right there. Look at that. Gotta be fucking kidding me. There is now 3 rust holes throughout this whole cart that I have found. There's one just there, and then there's also one obviously in the boot. So, hence the reason why I'm stripping the car, because I'm just going to get it all redone. It's going to cost a lot of money, but I'm doing this for my enjoyment and also your guys' enjoyment, because you don't have to pay for it. I am, and it already hurts. So, this is it. Oh boy. Good old RB30. No shock in that one, shock in that one, because I completely gave up on the fronts because the coilovers I have don't work for this car, and I have to custom fit them, and I got to figure out how to do that. This here is also custom. I made a video of doing a custom one of these, so all of this here is all custom. It looks like shit. I want to get a proper one. I regret doing something like this, but oh well. So pretty much the reason why I've started stripping the R31, or I'm about to start, is pretty much because I've started finding rust spots everywhere, because I've literally just left it here. So I'm gonna pretty much strip the car and fix all the rust spots, and may as well just do the build that I actually want to do instead of what I was planning on doing, which was just half-assing it and making it so it's drivable on the road, instead of not doing what I originally wanted for the car. So we're going to start off with pretty much on the front, start taking everything off the front and slowly start working on actually taking the engine out and going from there. So it's going to be a very interesting series. It's going to be hard because I don't know much about cars. I do know a bit about cars, but I don't know a whole lot compared to what everyone else does. So it's a big learning curve, and I'm willing to do it. I'm going to try and do as much as I can by myself. I know that's really pushing it, but when it comes to the rust spots, I most likely won't do that. I'll probably get a professional to actually patch those up and get those fixed. So yeah, we're going to start on the front, probably take these headlights off, go from there. It has been months since I've actually come anywhere near to the Skyline, and the clips that you've just seen, I was actually ripping the front bumper off, obviously, and I think it's time to actually put my head down and start working on it, because I come down to the car every time it like rains and all that, and there's a leak on the passenger side rear, where it leaks and the floor floods and all that all the time. I think I made a TikTok about it or something like that. But I'm finding a lot of rust spots. I am finding a heap of rust spots, and I'm going to show you real quick. So there's one rust spot look how big that is. Like, I don't think I could, like, I don't know, but that's massive. That's the only one that I could see on here. And then literally, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get to it, but right there, it is massive. Massive, absolutely massive. And when we come to the other side, I think that is another one right there as well. I can't 100% sure. I'll probably check after I record this bit. But yeah, I got one under the passenger side as well, under the wheel arch, under there, which I've now learnt that is a common spot for R31 Skylines. So that's great. And I've just been throwing shit on top of the Skyline, because why not? And I've also got like BMW headlights and a BMW front bumper. But I don't know if you guys can see that I've got a hole just there and another hole just there and another one. Wow, there's another hole. Jesus Christ. Now I have forgotten that the front shock on the driver's side is actually off. Obviously the caliper and all that is just sitting there, the brake line. I'm going to replace literally everything I can on this car. If not, I'm going to try and restore every part I can. So pretty much, I still need to figure out how to do the front coilover, because I still have a brand new coilover and I've got a new one literally in the rear. So I like that. And I want to keep the front and the rears the same. So I now have to figure out on how to do the front, which I don't know yet. I'll probably work my way around it and see what I can do, because the bottom of these is welded in. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to buy a whole new piece of this and then get a whole new one welded on. We'll do that. So I've pretty much come to the conclusion that this whole car is gonna get stripped complete to the bare bone shell. And I'm pretty much just going to fix all the rust on it, get everything all good. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say, it's not worth it. I don't care. This thing is sick, and I know I could easily get one and pick one up a lot cheaper, but this is such a cool car, and I'm willing to do literally anything in my power to get this going again and repair everything I absolutely can do. So, we're pretty much going to start a series on stripping this whole car. Now the rust spots, I'm probably not going to be able to do because I don't know how to do that. I don't know anything. I don't know how to do anything, and we're going to be learning along the way. So it's going to be quite interesting. So I don't know what is on the start of this clip, like this first few of me taking the front bumper off, but that's what I've got to so far. Is pretty much the front bumper is now removed. And I don't know what else to do. I'll probably start on the front, just take things off here and there. And pretty much once everything's off, I'll be then starting, I might take it to some place to get all the rust repaired. I know it's going to cost probably a few grand actually to do, but it's just something that I want to do. I want this car to be top, like, perfection. I know it's a 4-door and it's not like a HR31. But it's just going to be cool to obviously have this car when I have many more projects to look back on, and that this will be an absolute clean R31 Skyline, and it'll be sick. Especially in the Australia scene, these cars aren't too expensive, so it's going to be cool. But for those who haven't seen, this is pretty much the inside. There's a lot of crap in here, as you can see. Even behind, I pretty much just chucked everything in here, man. Like literally just chucked everything back here. So yeah, I've chucked a lot of things in here, and it's time to actually use these buckets to use and actually put shit in it and start stripping, because this is going to be a big project, and I'm pretty keen for you guys to come along and support me and enjoy the content, I guess. In other words, the Beamer, the series is now gone. The car's up for sale. Not keeping it. Got different plans. So I'm mainly going to focus on the Skyline. and it's going to be great fun, and I honestly cannot wait for this, you know, to get some stuff going. Engine wise, not too sure what we're going to do. It's either a single or twin turbo, so that will be another big challenge to do, is either to see if it can, obviously it can be done, but it'll be just a lot of money into it, so that's going to be another cool thing to do. So without further ado, probably going to start pulling some more shit off. Might try and do the front brakes and the calipers, so might just try and do that, see how we go, and go from there.